Hey everybody, Brandon here from B's Barbecue. Today, I'm gonna start a little series I wanna call Barbecue Shorts, not pants. Just little short videos talking about stuff with barbecue, smokers, equipment, stuff like that. So let's go ahead. First thing I wanna talk about is Oklahoma Joe smokers. They are what I consider top of the line department store smokers. It's pretty much the thickest steel you're gonna get in a department store smoker. It's about as good as it gets for that price point. But they're not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. So let's talk about some modifications that I've done and other people have done, but I want to tell you what's worked for me, what I would do again, what I wouldn't do again, so that you don't have to make my mistakes. So come along and let's check out some mods that I've done and that I wouldn't do again. All right, so this is my Oklahoma Joe. I purchased the reverse flow Longhorn. As you can see, my smokestacks over there. I did not use the reverse flow baffles though. I did buy a tuning plate system, and I will link who it's from and where I got it below. I don't get any money from them. I don't get no free stuff. This is just stuff that I bought when I did research and what's worked for me. So first, I bought both lava lock gauges, and as you can see right here, my pit is close. It's about 10-15 degrees warmer on this side than it is this side. Not bad, I'll take that. Part of how I have it set up, and that's part of you can also tune it a little differently if you wanted to. I like having a slightly warmer side and a slightly cooler side. So that's those gauges, and I know the lava lock gauges are going to be pretty good, and they should be true to each other. Your pit will come with two, or mine did at the time of purchase, come with two spots to put thermometers, and I chose to do both of them. Some people will mod one down here and one over here. Pardon my nose, it's cold out here. I also, as you can tell immediately, went with these little lock. Actually, I got to tighten this one down a smidge, but I went with these door locks. I put them up here. Some people put them down here. I put them up here because that was where my door was bowed the most, and they've actually kind of made my door conform a little bit more to the grill itself, so they do their job. I will say they do get in the way. This one does get in the way of opening and closing. Just beware. It's not going to hurt anything, but one thing I also did was seal everything. You can kind of see there. I'll zoom in a little. I sealed all smoke escapes. That's just some sealant that they sell as food grade. It's high heat silicone. I do like that. I don't have any smoke leaks from this thing anywhere. Another thing I did, and I'm cooking on this, so give me a break. I'm not gonna have the door open for too long. Another thing I did is I have their door seals, and you can tell on my door that it's sealing all the way around. Okay, I don't have any smoke leaks coming out my door. So that's, I think the worst one is right there. You can kind of see, but that's not too bad at all. Another thing is this tuning plate in here. Okay, and they got their water pan that sits under your grate, doesn't take up any room. I highly recommend that. This tuning plate is very nice, as you can see. Let me crank up the exposure here. But the tuning plate is awesome. I really like how it's set up. I wouldn't change anything about it myself. It's got a small opening over here, and that's where your heat comes up, and then my heat comes all the way back over here to this corner and exits with a reverse flow style. Now you can see with these bolts, these are not going to let your tuning plate sit flush against your grill housing. Partially in the fact, those are the top bolts for the firebox, and I was not willing to leave those out. So what I did was I got a drill bit and some tap fluid and drilled that out, you know, because you want to keep your bit cool or else you'll destroy it. That's machining, that's a different talk. But I drilled two holes, you know, measured them out, drilled the holes, and it works perfect. I just bolted it up there. If I ever want to unbolt it, I'll simply unbolt it. It's not that hard. I'm gonna close this for a minute because, like I said, I'm cooking. So baffle system and water pan, definitely a must. I love those. Otherwise your heat comes up and burns everything over here. One thing I had to do was, you could see these brackets, kind of. Nope, it's super dark. Let me take you guys down. There we go. As bright as I can make it. You can see those little spot welds in there. It's got those brackets all the way around, and then there were some right under where this baffle plate would sit. I had to remove those brackets. Those are for the reverse flow only models. Yeah, I had to get an air hammer and remove those spot welds on those brackets and take those brackets out so I could get my tuning plate in. I could have just used the reverse flow plate, but I really wanted this tuning plate system, so I did that instead. I also have that same seal that I have around the cook chamber here, around the firebox, and it's pretty much just burnt right off. Would not do that again. Would not do the seal around the opening, this opening of the firebox. I did seal here, you can tell, both a fireplace door seal that you get from them in their whole kit. I bought the whole kit. It comes with all this stuff you see. Bought the fireplace, it's got the fireplace door seal. I put a layer of silicone on this bottom half, put the door seal on it, and then a silicone layer on top of the door seal all the way around. It's all the way around. And then I put it together. So it's got the silicone seal on both sides, and it's holding up wonderfully. I would do that again, 100%. I also did the same thing. You can kind of see it up under here. But I did that same thing with the door seal and the silicone where the firebox mates to the cook chamber. 10 of 10 would do both of those mods again. So the only mod that I would not do again is, like I said, this seal here around the opening of the firebox. 100% useless, it's just gonna burn off. So those are the main mods that you can get from this kit. And again, I will link, for the life of me, I'm blanking out on the name, but I will get the kit name and I will put it in the description below. You can find everything there. So I added this port here for wires to go through. Before I put this thing together, I did this. Otherwise it's pain, you're coming in from the side. I stood everything up on its end and I drilled down into here. I took a step bit, which is like a cone, looks like a cone with different notches in it. Okay, I went to my toolbox and I got out. This is a step bit. It's conical and it has this, these two notches. Those are where it drills, obviously. And if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on this, but I want to say it's an 1/8" or 1¼ hole you need. Again, I will put that information in the description below as well. And this is my tap fluid I got, Tap Magic. You can get it on, I got both of these off Amazon. Super simple kit. And I got this seal off Amazon as well. It's for the Weber Smoky Mountain, and it's built exactly for this, it's a probe port. But this is one of the best mods I have done, so that you're not smashing your cords in your door. Those are my mods on my Oklahoma Joe, and it makes this thing run like a top. Spent $250 on the mod kit and everything all together. Tap Magic, all the stuff. What, maybe 250 bucks. And it turns this $300 smoker into a good smoking machine. It's not going to be as good as a professional built 1/4" grill, but it'll get your jobs done. So like I said, would do all of these mods again, except for the door seal right here, because it's just going to burn off. And that's all I have for now. This has been a barbecue short. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, y'all know what to do. Hit that little subscribe button down below if you want to see more content from me, more smoking videos and barbecue how-tos. I'll see you guys around. Like always, keep them fires lit and that smoke thin, and enjoy.